I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. My obedience is to God, not to people. And so as long as I'm in his will and I'm serving and I'm doing his, his word, my sheep will know my voice. Even the sheep in wolf clothing. That is not my battle.
Well,
that's
with the
his.
questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees, and my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals. My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than just my titles. It's in how effective I've been. All of my sessions have been live. For the most part, my sessions with Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, Shannon Sharp, B. Simone, they have all been for the world to see.
But I think, and I've gotten this question from many viewers, and I owe it to them, in service to
Absolutely.
them. Why not drop doctor from your name if you cannot bring forth that doctoral degree?
So I've already covered this, right? And we're here obviously to talk about my new book. So I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. And we're going to leave it just as that. Yeah.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Baby, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
And that's where, and you're standing by that.
Standing by it. Yeah, because I earned it.
I get it that people want to tear Mrs. Dr. Cheyenne down.
Dr. Cheyenne.
And you have to listen what she said, because I'm like, yeah, maybe she isn't a credentialed doctor like everybody else is who's in this space, but she's made a lane to where she became famous off of being in this lane. And so many people want to do it. And she said, I heard her, she said, I created my own lane. Did you hear that part?
Mm-hmm.
She created her own lane to where, listen, if people are going to listen to my advice and I can change lives and I can help you go from a negative to a positive regardless of my credentials, do I have to go to school to be qualified? Like, people feel like you got to go to school to be qualified to be at a certain level. And I get it. Like if I feel like if you're changing lives and you're able to say, walk away from Dr. Cheyenne, like, damn, that really helped me out. Just because she put doctor in front of her, I mean, people do that all the time. You think she's the only one? No, she's the most famous one. There's a lot of people that I know that got the doctor. They ain't nowhere near got the credentials for that. So I'm just like, man, she created this lane. Once she's getting bigger and bigger. Now people are like really questioning it, like, oh, where is this? Your license for the people who like, listen, man. She has created something that's like positive. She's influential. And to some degree, she knows what she's talking about, because these people who go to school that become doctors in intellect and conversation to where you're a psychologist and you can do things, therapist and all these things to get the doctor. Just because you went by the book, that don't mean she's less qualified. She did it a different way.
But she's saying she does have her doctorate in her stuff.
Yeah, but like people questioning if she don't. Even if she don't, and if she can't prove it, and she changing lives, is what I'm saying.
All right, y'all, listen to this. Hope everybody's good. So Paul Pierce, the truth himself, ended up in the middle of this whole situation once Cheyenne Bryant's name started circulating, and girl, it's been a rough week for her online. This all really took off after her first appearance on The Breakfast Club, where things got tense real quick. DJ Envy looked her dead in the face and basically warned her like, it's about to get ugly for you, and you could feel the shift instantly. That's because she openly admitted she doesn't have documented proof of being a licensed doctor, and then doubled down, saying she's not proving anything to anybody. Hold up. That right there is what really got people talking. She tried to explain the situation with the school and what allegedly happened, but you already know how the internet works. The second that clip dropped, people started digging immediately. And trust me, all you had to do was type her name on YouTube and boom, it was everywhere. You had creators lining up to do deep dives because, let's be real, people love calling something out if it feels off. And in this case, that doctor title became the main focus of the conversation. Then she went on the Marissa Mitchell show and somehow made things even worse. Instead of clearing it up, she leaned into wordplay and avoided giving a straight answer, talking about God this and faith that, when people were just asking one simple question, are you actually a doctor or not? Then she started referring to her interviews as sessions, which only confused people even more. Are these actual credentials or just appearances on platforms? At that point, the internet went even harder, digging into everything. And I gotta be honest with you, what Paul Pierce said earlier kinda sparked people to start questioning things more seriously. Not me though, because the first time I heard her speak, I already felt something wasn't adding up. I've seen that kind of delivery before, so I was already peeling the energy. But hey, that's just me.
Do your thing if you want, go all the way up. They're saying you're a doctor, cool, but I never checked for it. Still haven't, and honestly don't even care to. But hold up, the internet? Oh, they're definitely gonna check for it. The moment you start talking heavy, they're gonna dig everything up and put it right in everybody's face. And then when she made that comment basically downplaying doctors, saying the title is just there so they can charge insurance, yeah, I already knew that wasn't gonna sit right with people. Because there are real professionals out here who don't even deal with insurance, who really put in years of work, credentials, sacrifice, all that. So now they're looking at her like, wait, who exactly are you talking to? Now, let me be real for a second. What Paul Pierce said, there's some truth mixed in there. Are there doctors who aren't the best at what they do? Of course, that's reality. And yes, sometimes people pick up real knowledge from life, culture, or passed down wisdom that can even help more than traditional routes. But that's not what this situation is about. This is about presenting yourself as a doctor, using that doctor title as authority, and speaking like you've earned that level of credibility. Because once you position yourself like that, people are naturally going to ask questions. They're going to want to know your credentials, your training, where you studied, and if you're really qualified to speak the way you do. And if that doesn't line up, especially when you're selling courses or content online, then yeah, people on the internet are going to label it a certain way. That's just how it goes. Personally, I don't get too caught up in all that, but I will say this. When the conversation starts sounding like wordplay and deflection instead of clear answers, people notice. And as far as the whole dynamic of giving life advice, especially across different lived experiences, that's always going to be a sensitive conversation. Everybody has perspectives, but not every perspective lands the same depending on who it's coming from. At the end of the day, people respect authenticity and clarity. And if that's missing, the internet is always going to question it. Appreciate y'all for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.